You ever have those moments where you stop and think, wait, how did I get here? Not in the literal sense, like you just woke up in the wrong bus stop, but in a deeper way. You look at the date and realize a whole month has passed, a whole year even, and you don't even know where the time went. I've felt that. Sometimes I catch myself living on autopilot, doing what I need to do, checking things off, existing. But am I really living? And if I'm asking myself this question, maybe you felt it too. So today, I want to reflect on this with you. Why do we sometimes feel like time is slipping through our fingers? How do we know if we're actually living or just moving through the motions? And how do we break free from this feeling of passing time and step back into a life that feels real, exciting, and intentional? I once read that when we're kids, time moves slower because everything is new. Every day is filled with firsts. First time riding a bike, first time tasting something weird, first time falling and realizing it doesn't hurt that much. But as we grow, we stop having firsts. Life becomes routine. We go to the same places, see the same faces, do the same things. And when life repeats, our brain stops registering time in the same way. That's why a whole year can feel like it flew by, because there was nothing that really stood out, nothing that made time stick. So maybe it's not that time is moving faster. Maybe it's just that we've stopped making moments that matter. Here's a question I've been asking myself lately. Do I remember what I did last Wednesday? Can I name 3 moments from last month that actually felt alive? Or am I just running on a loop waiting for something big to happen before I start feeling again? We often trick ourselves into thinking that life happens only in big moments, when we travel, when we accomplish something huge, when something unexpected happens. But what if life is actually happening in the spaces between those moments? If we're not careful, we start waiting for life instead of living it. We wait for the weekend to feel free. We wait for vacations to explore. We wait for inspiration before creating. We wait for the right moment to do the things we actually want to do. And in all this waiting, time keeps passing. So, if we're done waiting, what's next? How do we actually feel present again? Here's what I've been trying lately. 1, create more. First times. Even small ones. Try a food you've never had before. Take a different route home. Learn how to say hello in a new language. Anything that breaks the repetition. 2, romanticize the ordinary. I used to think living fully meant doing extreme things, traveling far, making big moves. But sometimes it's in the small moments, watching the sun go down, drinking tea slowly instead of rushing, sitting by the sea without checking my phone. 3, check in with yourself. More often. Instead of letting time pass without noticing, I ask myself, how do I feel right now? What do I actually want to do today? Not out of obligation, but out of curiosity. 4, give yourself permission to enjoy life. Without a reason. We don't need to deserve joy. We don't need to earn the right to have fun. Sometimes we just need to let ourselves be, without guilt. So let me ask you something. Are you here right now? Or are you already thinking about the next thing? Because life isn't just the big milestones. It's the small, quiet moments we decide to make meaningful. And maybe the real question isn't, am I truly living? Maybe it's, am I really here? So today, let's take a second to just pause, to breathe, to notice something we usually ignore, because time will keep moving, but we get to choose whether we just watch it pass, or whether we actually live it. Let me know what you think. Have you ever felt like time is slipping by too fast? What's something you've done lately that actually made you feel alive? Until next time, stay present and keep truly living.